A two-portal diagnostic arthroscopy of the knee is performed using standard anteromedial and anterolateral portals, with the arthroscope positioned in the anterolateral portal, using a probe to push the middle body of the meniscus beyond the rim of the medial tibial plateau. Medial meniscus extrusion is confirmed. The medial meniscus is released from the posterior medial edge of the medial tibial plateau with a small osteotome. Here we are careful not to go beyond approximately 4 millimeters from the edge as to not disrupt the distal insertion site of the meniscotibial ligament. A longitudinal stab incision is made 1 centimeter proximal to the medial meniscus and just anterior to the medial femoral condyle to establish a mid-medial portal. This portal is created adjacent to the anterior fibers of the MCL. Under direct arthroscopic visualization, a knife is introduced through the mid-medial portal and angled posteriorly to incise the capsule until the white fibers of the anterior aspect of the MCL are visualized. A small osteotome is then introduced through the mid-medial portal, carefully passing between the anterior portions of the deep and superficial MCL and advanced posteriorly towards the posterior medial part of the medial meniscus. Several passes are made with the osteotome to break up adhesions and improve meniscus mobility. Seen here, the osteotome is passed posterior to the extruded part of the medial meniscus and is reduced to its original and appropriate configuration. A knotless fiber tack suture is deployed just central to the peripheral edge of the medial tibial plateau and anterior to the posterior part of the meniscus body. Through the anteromedial portal, the repair suture is retrieved using a grasper. A microsuture lasso, small curve, is then passed through the midmedial portal, penetrating the meniscocapsular junction from superior to inferior at the same level of the anchor insertion. The wire loop is grasped and brought through the anteromedial portal, and the repair suture is passed into the wire loop and shuttled from inferior to superior. This procedure is repeated for another suture strand to create a vertical or horizontal mattress suture configuration. The repair suture is then retrieved with a grasper, passed through the shuttling suture loop, and the shuttling tape is pulled to shuttle the repair suture to the anchor.